YouTube, it's Lisa Stade here, of the YouTube channels Lisa Stade and Hitler Obsessed. And today I'm going to talk to you about, my opinion of, what is, 10 of the best and 10 of the worst, biographies, and some documentaries are involved in this that are, history documentaries on, Adolf Hitler. So, now I will start with the first being the best videos, documentaries and biographies about Adolf Hitler, and then we'll go on to the worst videos. Each set of those is going to be 10 different videos, so it's pretty much, not videos, 10 different, documentaries or biographies on Adolf Hitler being the best ones, and then 10 being the worst, so 20 in total. Let's start out with with the 10 best biographies on Adolf Hitler. Number 1 being Dear Fuhrer, The Life and Times of Adolf Hitler. This is one of my favorite ones because it is a older book that's actually, I think, from 1997, and it has a different generational understanding on Adolf Hitler. Yes, it does not mention the Holocaust. There's a difference in books that are from different generations. Also, this kind of book is kind of more of a, I think maybe some people might consider it like pro-Nazism kind of stuff. So just to let you know ahead of time now. So, but it is good for a generational book. I like it because a lot of the pictures in there are different ones that are from not shown in usual books and probably documentaries about Adolf Hitler. Just to let you know, it does not mention the Holocaust. It doesn't mention Hitler's crimes against humanity. So let's move on to part 2. Adolf Hitler, the companion biography. This is kind of an interesting one because it's more of an encyclopedia on just every little bit about Hitler. Bigger than a quick notes, I guess. So, book there. And that's yeah, it's kind of like everything you need to know. Quick source reference book for everything you want to know about Adolf Hitler, the Nazis, World War II, and the Holocaust. There, it's one of my favorite ones. I don't know why it's called a companion because really everything else is in like a regular biography about Adolf Hitler. Now part 3 is the annotated biography of Adolf Hitler. That's also called the Hitler Fact Book. This is also a book made by, I think it's a Jewish guy, whatever. This one's another good one. It's kind of smaller. There's a lot of weird, interesting facts about Hitler, from his dress style, to his health, to his physical appearance, everything. The whole enchilada. And it's kind of like Cliff Notes. I always compare it to like Cliff Notes about Adolf Hitler. And part 4 would be Robert Giblin's Life and Death of Adolf Hitler. That's a good book about Adolf Hitler too, that tells about his life. Every other thing that I just mentioned, besides Dear Fuhrer, The Life and Times of Adolf Hitler, is pretty much pro-history, supportive of the actual history of the guy. And it does mention the Holocaust, so better books there. I mean, the only good thing about number 1, Dear Fuhrer, Life and Times of Adolf Hitler, is that it's just a lot of images and stuff that you don't usually see in the Hitler books. Okay. Part 5 is, William Shiels, The Rise and Fall of Adolf Hitler, is another good one for, like, younger readers, kind of middle school, whatever. Or, no, maybe kids as a chapter book. It's a good book if you want your kids to learn about something like this. I will take a grain of salt. Not a lot of people are not going to be fond into teaching their kids this stuff. They're going to be like, treating it like the birds and the bees conversation. Say, hey, you gotta talk to, your teacher about this stuff. Yeah, that's what you also should be teaching your kids about too. Also being involved in their education. A lot of people have been involved in their kids' education because of some current events, involving some viral pandemic. I know. I don't want to mention it because I remember a lot of people used to consider that an iffy word on YouTube. Uh, okay, then there's Albert Million's Hitler, which is another good book for middle school kids too. I liked it. I read it when I was a kid, and that's the one I referenced in that story about super hacks and showed you. So go watch that video real quick too, if you want. Also, there was Robert Payne's The Life and Death of Adolf Hitler, which is a very good one. Some people consider, some other stories consider it not true about Hitler going to England, and they're probably right because no other Hitler book has probably mentioned that. I don't think he was ever involved in England. So that might have been a bunch of baloney Robert Payne made. But yet again, this is like another older generational book about Hitler. Another one would be, and that's part 7. Albert Million's Hitler is part 6 here. Okay. Book number 8 is Jacob C. Fesser's Hitler. That's a very good one for like the adults. A lot of pages, a lot of detail about Hitler's life. Great if you're like a high school or college or university student. Pretty good. Factual. Gotta love your facts as a history buff, history major. There, everything is there. Holocaust, World War II, and all. Very factual. It's not one of those things like Dear Fuel, but I'll get to being the worst books ever. Okay, which is another one I like. John Ian Crawshaw's Hitler is another good one. I like some of the funny descriptions. Ian Crawshaw for use to describe some of the events in it. So if you kind of want to know a little bit of a lighter one for if you're a history buff, you want something lighter, you want something to relax and enjoy on your break, as a history buff or a history major. That's what it's doing. And you want to read about Hitler, my suggestion is Ian Crawshaw is a good one for you. And that is part 8. Jacob C. Festus is part Jacob C. Festus is part 8. And Ian Crawshaw's Hitler that also used to be called Hitler Nemesis and Hitler Hubris, which was a 2-part series book by Ian Crawshaw. That was combined into just Hitler into one book. That one's number 9. And the final 10th one would be John Toland. This one also is kind of one of those relaxation Hitler books that I guess if you're a university professor, historian, history buff major, you're into this kind of stuff. You're into the facts and trivia and learning about Hitler, how he turned up in life. Would be, probably one of those good books that you can enjoy. And yeah, he does have some funny comments and descriptions. So a bit of the lighter side, not as serious as Jacob C. Festus Hitler, or was it Albert Million's Hitler or William Shilo's Hitler, but definitely the ones that really just those fun little gimmick kind of history books, I guess, with Hitler. Or if you just want to have something to read that's fun and not as serious, real thing with Hitler. Probably something you don't bring up as serious, but fun and educational. No, the Hitler fact book, the annotated biography of Adolf Hitler. There's a lot of interesting stuff there. Just for fun. That's kind of like, I guess, what you probably think of a history buff having fun, reading something like that for fun. Versus maybe, I don't know, writing an academic paper there. And yeah, another couple of good ones that I've read was, Hitler's pre-war plans, which is another one about Adolf Hitler's plans for World War II and his operation. It goes in detail on his military plans. There was another one that was, I know, called Hitler Compromises, which was a interesting thing about, some of the, I don't want to use this word negotiation when it comes to Hitler, but it was something that he did do to stay in power, and it was most likely a cheesy thing. And oh boy, you can see just the mess in the back of my room. Yeah, this thing no isn't gonna get edited. I'm just trying to my side. There you go, it looks nicer. The free editing. Brought to you by Big Joe. Oh god, whoops. There, now it's better. So that's another one that's called Hitler Compromises. It's a pretty good one. It's a bit different. Another one would be more details. Hitler's Library, which is about the books and Hitler's reading habits and stuff. So this is kind of interesting on a lot of, I guess, detailed stuff, like literally you can buy books about Hitler's reading style and his library of books and the stuff he read in his life. Most likely real thing that most people think about Hitler. But this is gonna be a video that's fun and a bit educational and stuff for suggestions for books you could read and stuff. Couple of the very good documentary series I would consider is History Channel's Hitler The and Fall. That's a 2-part series. Hitler Career is another old one. The Rise and Fall of the Third Reich from the History Channel would be a good one too. The one that definitely turned up in the around 2013 that's the Rise and Fall of the Third Reich by the History Channel that does tell the perspective from the German side, which is interesting. And then there's an older one by the same title of Hitler, the Rise and Fall of the Third Reich, that's by about the book of William Shiles, The Rise and Fall of the Third Reich too. There's also American Heroes Channel, which is AHC. It's another cable channel. That's called Hitler, The Rise and Fall. That's a very good 2-part series. I've liked that one. That's one of my favorites there. So yeah, there's a lot of good Hitler documentaries out there if you wanna watch a good Hitler documentary. There's The Architect of Doom there, that's a good one. That talks about Hitler's pretty much life and just the architecture of, the genocide and stuff. It doesn't glorify it, thank goodness. I mean, I've seen some bad documentaries that deny that stuff happening. And yes, that's gonna be for the worst videos to watch here. Now I'm gonna sign off here for part 1. And, of this series here. So it's Lisa stayed here telling you to subscribe to my YouTube channel of Lisa Stayed and Hitler Obsessed, to hit the notification bell, to leave a like, comment on this video, hit the notification bell so you can be notified every time from YouTube about new videos. You can donate to my Patreon, subscribe still. Become a subscriber would definitely help me get that 100,000 subscribers and 4,000 public watch hours. You can send me a friend request on Facebook or leave me a comment on Facebook. Definitely share these videos so I can get more subscribers and public watch hours from everyone here on this planet. And definitely can visit my BitChute.com channel that I will be hopefully putting videos on too. That from my YouTube channel also, and more videos onto my Hitler Obsessed YouTube channel here too. So I'm planning to move a lot of my history videos over there, and then you can visit my BitChute.com BitChute channel of Lisa Marie Stay. That's one word, and I'm signing off to you. Bye, and now on to part 2 of this series.